No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Do you have your assignment with you there? Hello? 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 Are you getting lost? Your audio is not working. All right, let's go on. Can you just go through number 1 and let me see? Let me hear you.
Okay, sir. Number 1 is a guy.
Okay.
That is he, she, or it says. Akuai.
What
that
is a guy?
A guy.
Yes.
It means he or she or it says.
No, a guy cannot mean say. A guy is from ago.
Yes, sir.
And ago means I lead.
Oh, yes, sir. Ago means I lead.
Okay, you got that wrong. Go on.
Yes, sir. Akuai.
Okay.
Akuai means, I hope I got this right. He or she or it hears.
Yes, good.
And blepai.
Yeah.
Blepai means he, she, or it sees.
Good.
Ekai. Ekai means he, she, or it has.
Has. Okay, just hold on. Yomi.
Okay, sir.
Olumide. Okay, Olumide is still battling with his audio. Now go, just go on. When he comes up with his audio.
Okay, sir. So, lomen.
Yeah.
Lomen means we are destroying.
Okay.
Guinness Komen means means we.
Yeah. Olumide, your audio is okay now. Olumide. Okay, Collins, go on. His audio is
Okay, sir. Guinness Komen means we are knowing.
Okay.
Graphomen means we write or we are writing.
Okay.
Didascomen means we are teaching or we teach.
Okay.
Egairosin. This I'm thinking, is it egairosin?
It could be seen. It could be seen.
Okay, yes, sir. Egairosin. It means they raise up or they are raising up.
Okay.
Legosin.
All right.
Legosin means they say or they are saying.
Okay. Hello, Olumide.
Terrais.
Olumide, are you back? Hello? Okay. Collins, go on, please.
Okay, sir. Terrais means you hear. I mean, you bear or you are bearing.
My network is fluctuating today, sir.
Yeah, I know your network is fluctuating. Welcome, Olumide. Did you do your assignment? Did you do your assignment?
Yeah.
All right, finish up from Perais. Number 1. So you have Perais, Perete. Just pronounce them and tell me their meaning in English.
The anthropo.
Second word, second line. Number 1.
That is nomon.
No, second word, second line.
That is Dulo, Pero, Doron.
No, what I have there is Perais.
Right. Okay, I think Vera is talking about bringing.
About what?
About bringing.
No, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, so what is Perais? Translate it to English.
Okay. Vera is is it the gift now?
No, and there's nobody talking about gifts here. Okay, Collins.
Yes, sir.
Just finish it up. Let him hear it.
Okay, sir. Ferais means you bear or you are bringing.
Good.
Singular.
Good. Oh. Go on.
Ferete. Ferete means you bear or you are bringing. That is plural.
Okay.
Agomen means we lead or we are leading.
Good.
Graffete. It means you write or you are writing, plural.
Good.
Okay.
And the last word?
Ginoskai means he or she or it knows.
All right, good. Now, what I would like to do is your answer for number 1. Every one of you will scan your answer and upload it to the discussion forum.
Okay.
Scan your answer to number 2 and upload it to the discussion forum. Write your name. I will mark it and I will return it to you.
Okay, sir. That's the answer to number 2.
Yeah, the translation to Greek.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So let's go now to the nouns.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
So I'm just going to nouns right away.
Okay, sir.
And we are beginning from our vocabulary. And you should please read after me. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Olumide, are you
Yes,
ready?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sophia is trying to come in. Hello, Sophia. Okay. She will join us when our audio is set. Anthropos.
Yes, sir. Anthropos.
Olumide, I'm not hearing you read. Anthropos.
Anthropo.
Anthropos.
Anthropos.
Man.
Anthropos. Man.
Okay. Artos.
Man.
Artos.
Altos. Altos.
Artos.
Altos.
Bread or loaf.
Bread or loaf.
Duron.
Doron.
Doron.
Gifts.
This.
Hieron.
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 That's temple.
Dice.
Temple.
Temple. Nomos.
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 Law.
Law.
Let me go back. Anthropos. That is where your
Anthropos.
No, I just want to tell you, that's where your English word anthropology comes from.
Wow.
Anthropology is a combination of two Greek words, anthropos and logos.
Wow.
Anthropos means logos means study. So anthropology is the study of man.
Wow.
The same thing about nomos. Nomos is the root for your English word norm.
Okay.
Norm means the expected way of behavior. And that is why nomos in Greek is law.
Wow.
Oklos. Let's go on with our word study. Oklos.
Oculus.
Oklos.
Oculus.
Crowd. Or
Crowd.
multitude.
A multitude.
And Kai.
Okay.
Kai.
Kai is a conjunction. Ordinarily,
Yes, sir.
it will be translated and. But when we get
Yes, sir.
there, we will study more translation or meaning that is possible for Kai.
Yes, sir.
Apostolos.
Apostolos.
The English word apostle is actually a direct transliteration
Yes, sir.
of the Greek apostolos.
Wow.
Okay. Then gamos.
Gamos.
Marriage.
Marriage.
Thanatos.
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 The first sound is TH. Thanatos.
Thanatos.
Okay, that's death. Lithos.
Litos.
Litos.
Stone.
Stone.
Oikos.
Oikos.
House.
House.
Eos.
Eos.
Son.
Son.
Okay, so let's go to the grammar issues.
Yes, sir.
Now, there is something in Greek that we call inflection. Inflection is the word that is used to describe the changes in the form of a word as the function
Yes, sir.
of that word change. Now,
Yes,
let's
sir.
use some pronoun. When I say he, I am referring to a male.
Yes,
When
sir.
I say she, I'm referring to a female.
Yes, sir.
So you know that there is a change in that word before the meaning.
Yes, sir.
change. Okay. Now, so Greek is a highly inflected language.
Yes, sir.
And we see this as we go on.
Yes, sir.
Now, let us look at the functions of a noun.
Yes, sir.
In Greek language, the word case refers to the various functions that a noun performs in the sentence.
Yes, sir.
Now, though English language has 3 cases, the Greek language
Yes,
has
sir.
8. Now,
Yes, sir.
you can read some books and they can tell you that the cases in English are 5.
Yes, sir.
And I will explain. The reason is that there are some cases that they are written identically. So rather than separate those cases, those who say 5 lump them together. But that's not the important thing. The functions is actually the important thing. Now, when the noun functions as a subject,
yes, sir.
When the noun functions as a subject of a sentence, then in Greek, we'll say that that noun is in the nominative case. Which case did I say?
Nominative case.
Nominative case. Now, every word we have studied before are all in the nominative case. Anthropos, athos, lithos, oikos, all of them, they are all in the nominative case.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the noun also, Okay, let's look at the example of the noun as a subject in the sentence. Shade is coming to school today. So the whole of that sentence centers on who? On Shade. So Shade is the subject of the sentence. Now, the noun also can function as a direct object. When we are talking about a direct object, we are talking about who the sentence is discussing.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so most of the time, the direct object receives the action of the verb. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's look at this sentence. The robbers injured Shade. So Shade again in this sentence becomes the direct object.
Yes, sir.
Because the person that is injured, which is your verb, is Shade. So
Yes, sir.
call it the direct object. Then the noun again can function as the indirect object.
Yes, sir.
Or sorry, before I go out from the direct object, in the Greek, any noun that functions in the direct object will be put in the accusative case.
Yes, sir.
How many cases do you know now?
2 cases.
Yeah, 2 cases, nominative and accusative.
Accusative.
Now, when the noun is functioning as an indirect object,
Yes, sir.
when it is functioning as an indirect object,
Yes, sir.
it gives us an idea of to whom something is done or for whom something is done. Now, let us look at the example here. The conman sold Shade some dummy. The conman is your subject. Your direct object, your verb is sold. What was sold is your direct object, and that is dummy.
Yes, sir.
Who was he sold to is your indirect object, and that is Shade. So in the indirect object will be written in the dative case.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, again, the noun can function as the owner of something. In English, we call it the possessive case or the possessive noun.
Yes, sir.
So look at the example here. The robbers sold Shade's textbook. So in that sentence, Shade is functioning as the owner of the stolen textbook. So when this happens in the Greek, the noun will be put in the genitive case.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is another interesting thing. When the noun functions as a subject complement. Now, you need to be very careful with this. A subject complement occurs when a noun is followed by the verb to be. Do you know the verb to be? Am.
Yes, sir.
Is. Are. Was. Were. Those are your nouns to be. Now, when a noun follows the verb to be, most of the time it complements the noun. Let's look at this example. The class captain is Shade. Now, in that sentence, class captain is your subject, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is your verb to be. Shade is identifying who the class captain is. That's why Shade becomes a subject complement. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Now, in the Greek, when a noun is going to be in the subject, functions as the subject complement, it is placed in the nominative case.
Okay.
Now, what does that tell you before I go on? Can anybody tell me something that is striking a bell?
It has a similarity with the noun as that's when it functions as the subject.
Fine. When a
Yes,
noun
sir.
functions as the subject, it is
Yes,
used
sir.
in the nominative case. Now, this tells
Yes,
you
sir.
that in Greek, there are possibilities that two nouns can be in the nominative case.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So when this happens, the problem is, how do I know which one is the subject and which one is the subject complement?
Hmm.
Now, I am going to introduce to you the biggest.
Yes, sir.
The issue that caused the biggest difference between Jehovah's Witnesses and Christians.
Wow.
And that is the issue. That issue is in John chapter 1, verse 1, where it says, and the word was God. Logos is in the nominative case. Theos is in the nominative case. Do you see the problem? But
Yes,
when we
sir.
get there, I will tell you so that don't let me, if I tell you now, you will get confused. I'm just using it that there are times in the Greek when two nouns can be in the nominative case within a sentence.
Yes, sir.
Now, the noun also can function as the person address. You know, sometimes I call you by name, I say, Collins.
Yes, sir.
I am addressing you.
Yes, sir.
If I'm doing that in Greek, I will put it
Yes,
in
sir.
a case that is known as vocative case. Sophia,
Yes, sir.
I have not heard your voice today. Sophia.
Good evening, sir. I'm in a noisy place.
How are you? Now, coincidentally, do you know your name is Greek?
Yes, wisdom.
Wisdom. So clap for yourself so you know the meaning of your name. That's good. Now go and by our next class, you should tell me Sophia in the vocative case.
Okay, sir.
So that's a good exercise for you.
Okay.
All right, let's go on. Now, we cannot talk about the locative and the instrumental cases. The locative case and the instrumental case are written the same way the dative case will be written, but their function is different. The locative case, as the name goes, will locate where something is. And the instrumental tells us that this person is the person doing this thing. But it is spelled the same way with the dative. Then the other one is the ablative case, which is also spelled the same way the genitive is spelled. The ablative is used when there is motion away from something. So, we will now go on and look at the nouns of the second declension. Now, we have 3 declension of nouns. Hello?
Yes, sir.
How many declensions?
3 declensions.
3 declension. The first declension, the second declension, the third declension.
Yes, sir.
But out of all these 3 declensions, the second declension is the easiest to understand.
Yes, sir.
Where we are beginning with the nouns of the second declension. Now, most of the nouns in the second declension, they end in the O sound. And a larger percentage of all these nouns are masculine nouns. So, we are going to use anthropos as our example. Now, we'll begin with the singular form. In the nominative, we have now the way they are written along with the article, the definite article. So I'm going to pronounce the article and the noun together. So read after me. Ho anthropos.
O anthropos.
The man.
The man.
Tu anthropou.
Through to anthropou.
Of the man.
Of the man.
If it is appearing in the genitive. Now you have tu anthropou again.
Tu anthropou.
If it is ablative, it will now be translated from the man. Are you getting
yes,
it?
Sir.
Now,
yes, sir.
dative, locative, and instrumental, we have to anthropo.
Anthropo.
So it will mean dative to the man, locative in the man, instrumental by the man. Then
Yes, sir.
accusative is ton anthropon. Again,
Anthropon.
it will mean the man. But remember, in the accusative, it's going to be the direct object. In the vocative, it will be anthrope. Sorry, anthrope.
Anthrope.
Yes. Everything we have done now is singular. Now we go to the plural. Nominative plural, oi anthropoi.
Oi anthropoi.
Genitive plural, tone anthropone.
Tone anthropo.
Ablative plural, tone anthropone.
Tone anthropone.
Then the dative, locative, and instrumental will give us tois anthropois.
Toys anthropois.
And then the accusative will give us tous anthropous.
Tous anthropous.
Now, one of the major things you will observe is that the ending of the definite article is the ending of the noun. Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's an important thing for you to see. Because the definite article in Greek, all right, let's just go and study the definite article straight so that you see what we are saying. Now, in the Greek, there is no indefinite article. You know, in English, a is your indefinite article.
Yes, sir.
But Greek has no indefinite article. So, where there is no definite article, the indefinite article is implied. That is why if I see anthropos, I can translate it as a man.
Yes, sir.
I can say man or a man.
Sorry, I have a question.
All right, Sophia, what's your question?
By there's no indefinite article.
Yes. What do I mean by there is no indefinite article?
Yeah.
Okay. In English language, when something particular is not mentioned, the indefinite article is used. For example, if I say the man, it means I am talking about somebody's particularly. So that the is a definite article. I am definite about the person I am talking about. But once I am not definite, I will use a. It means it could be any of the men. Do you get the difference? So for you to translate a noun, a Greek noun, you will need to mention the declension, the case, the gender, and the number. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
The declension, the case, the gender, and the number. So, for example, if I want to talk about oi anthropoi, I will say second declension, nominative case, masculine, plural, noun. Simple. So that means I know what I am talking about.
Okay.
So in 3.6, we have the declension of a neuter noun in the second declension. If you look at it, because it is neuter, it uses a combination of the O sound and the R sound. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not going to go through that with you. Study it very well. Now,
Yes,
let us go to tips of translation, because from next class, you must begin to translate.
Yes, sir.
Sophia, do you hear me? From next class, you are starting what?
Translation.
That's
Translation.
good. Okay. Now, when you see a Greek sentence, or let me go back here. In the Greek language, the normal word order is subject, followed by verb, followed by object. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But for the purpose of emphasis, the writer can change.
Yes, sir.
So, and that's why you need to study all the words and know the cases of the noun and know the kind of verbs you have. So, for you to translate, the first thing you look for is your noun in the nominative case, because it is going to be your subject.
Yes, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, it is possible for you not to see a noun in the nominative case, because by now, we have 10 minutes more, because by now, you must have known that a verb in the Greek is a complete sentence in English, because every verb
sir.
carries its subject.
Yes, sir.
So if there is no noun in the nominative case, you look for the verb. So the
Yes,
ending
sir.
of the verb will give you the subject. And if there is a noun, translate the noun and then follow the translation of the noun with the verb. After you have done this, you look for the noun in accusative case. It is your direct object. Translate it after the verb. Then you can translate any other word as you like. Now, the sentence we have here as our example is oi adelphoi akousi tu logos tu angelou. Oi adelphoi akousi tu logos tu angelou. My noun in the nominative case is what? Oi adelphoi. From the singular masculine adelphos, which means brother. So oi adelphoi plural form would be what? Brothers. Oi is my definite article. So the noun says the brothers. Now it's followed by akosi. Akosi means what? Akosi. You have done that today, Murphy.
Yes, sir.
Akosi means what? They hear.
Yes, yes, sir.
Now, so which means the sentence will have been they hear, but because
sir.
we're giving the subject, which is the brothers, so the three words will now be the brothers hear.
Okay.
Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Now we go to the noun in the accusative case, which is our direct object, and that is tous logos. Again, plural accusative from logos. What is logos?
Words.
Word. So in the plural, it becomes words. And because there is a definite article, it becomes the words. So we now have the brothers hear the words.
Okay.
And we are followed by a noun in the dative case. Tu angelou. What is angelos?
Messenger.
Messenger or what?
Or angel.
Or angel. So that sentence actually will read, the brothers hear the words of the angels, of the angel, or the brothers hear the words of the messenger.
Cha, cha, cha.
So your exercise, do all the exercise A and B. Translate all the 10 sentences into English and translate all the other 10 sentences into Greek.
Okay.
I will likely fix the task for tomorrow so that you won't forget. So all those exercises must be done between now and 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Sophia, any question? Because you are not talking today. You are getting confused.
I'm confused.
You had better not get confused.
Fine. I'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Any question now?
I have a question, sir.
Okay, Olumide, what's your question?
All these Greek materials, where can we get them?
What do you
And how
mean by,
can we get
what do you mean by Greek materials?
the one you recommended in the textbook?
Don't bother yourself about them. Follow your course material.
So sorry, all these words now we can find it in the formal
Sophia,
class.
what are you saying?
All these assignments now.
Yes.
They are in the unit before now, Abby.
You are to do. If you come
I
to
can
class,
find.
if you come to class early tomorrow, that is the first thing we did. We went
Okay,
to the
sir.
assignment.
Okay.
Wow.
So, and if you come to class early tomorrow, you will be part of going through the assignment. And if you run away, you will be injuring yourself.
No, I didn't run away. I had so
I'm
much
only
to do.
saying that. I didn't say you ran away.
I didn't know. I thought you would do it after the class. Oh, God.
Yeah, you will do it after the
Because I
class.
tried
So that I will know that you do it.
see, I have my book here. I tried answering the question. I did some actually.
You should, okay.
And I wanted to ask you if it was correct. I didn't know it would be before class.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't worry. Maybe tomorrow, if you come to class on time, we'll do that.
I'll come back.
All right. Okay, let me help you with number 1. Okay?
Okay, okay, sir.
O anthropos genus kaiton nomon. We said anthropos is man, genus kai enos, nomon law. So O anthropos genus kaiton nomon, the man knows the law.
Lord.
The man knows the law.
Is it Lord or law?
Law, L-A-W, law.
Oh,
LAW.
Yeah, nomon, law. The only thing, see, when you are reading this word, go back to those vocabularies. I hardly use any vocabulary that I have not given you the meaning before. So there's no reason for you not to do the exercise. If you don't know the word, go back to every example I have given, every vocabulary list to locate where the word is, so that you will know the meaning of the word.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Can we sign up for today?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
It's nice having you in class. Do your assignment.
Having us, sir.
See you tomorrow. I'll fix the class for tomorrow by God's grace.
Okay,
But you
sir.
can also
All right, sir.
text in the morning to confirm if I have fixed the class.
Okay, sir.
All right. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, sir. God bless you.